Hi, everyone. Dr. Kerry Yerke here. Thanks for joining me today. I'm a chiropractor in Kelowna, and today I want to share with you the webinar and the booklet that I've been working on, and that's called Let Them Heal. And this webinar and booklet that goes with the webinar will be about raising healthy kids by trusting the body and cutting through the confusion. So it's something that I want to share with my patients. I want to share this with people in the public, and I want to encourage you to raise a healthy family. I have my own family. I think back to the way my parents raised me, and sometimes there was confusion surrounding healthcare. When I was younger, my father had a heart attack when he was 39, and I was only 9 years old. And that was kind of scary for us. There were some dietary changes that were recommended. And some of those dietary recommendations were good, and some were not very good in hindsight. And I think going forward, there was a lot of confusion about heart disease and what caused that for my father. And subsequent to that, raising my own children, I saw my children go through various different health conditions over the years. And now they're in their 20s, so it's different now. But I learned a lot, and I've been practicing now for over 30 years. I had 2 years of additional training in pediatrics from the ICPA, the International Chiropractic Pediatric Association. And I really enjoyed that training because I wanted to have more confidence early in my career, working with children's conditions. I wanted to help pregnant moms, and I just wanted to see healthy families in the clinic. So this book is from that education and the experience that I've received over the years here in the clinic, as well as personally. And in the booklet and at the webinar, I'll be talking about the philosophy first. What is the philosophy surrounding raising healthy kids and trusting the body and cutting through the confusion? So that's something that definitely I'm going to talk about at the webinar. And then nutrition is a conversation and not a rule. We're talking about nutrition and what are the best foods to feed your children. We're talking about movement and activity as play, not performance. We'll be talking about sleep, stress, and the nervous system. I'll be talking about posture as well, especially with devices these days, because when children are on their devices, they tend to have their head forward, and they start to get this kink in their neck and poor posture. And I know a lot of parents are on their children to have better posture. Even my own parents, when I was younger, they were like, sit up straight or stand straight or walk straight instead of slouching. And I find a lot of children now come in with text neck because their head's too far forward, or maybe they're, before bed, they have their pillow propped up and they have their head forward and they've got this real kink developing in the neck area. So we definitely want to talk about better posture for our children. And part of that is chiropractic care. So what do we do as chiropractors to help children? I'm going to talk about different types of adjustments that we do for different age groups, how we use just our pinky finger for a baby and how that can help different conditions that babies have. I'm going to talk about as the child grows, they're a toddler, we can use hands-on adjustments or instruments like the activator to do the adjustments for them. And then, it's funny because as kids get older, they really like chiropractic. They kind of fight to get on the table with their siblings or with their parents. Initially, they're a little scared, but once they come for that first session, they know what to expect and they're kind of eager to get adjusted. So I really like seeing kids in the clinic, and it makes me feel good that the treatments we're doing are making a difference for them to grow up straight, to be able to do sports at a higher level, that was one of the main reasons I saw a chiropractor when I was in my early teens, was for knee pain. And that chiropractor really helped me. And that enabled me to play hockey at a much higher level than when I started. So chiropractic made a huge difference to remove that disability for me when I was an early teenager. We'll talk about when kids get sick or hurt, what to do about it. Often I find parents get panicky, and I understand that. I mean, when my children got sick or hurt, I'd be really concerned about them too. It was hard to stay objective, uh, when you're a parent. And then I'm going to talk about what you can do in those situations at the webinar and in the book. And then the 30-day family reset. So if you find maybe your family is a little off track, maybe you're not eating so healthy, there's some poor habits developing, what can you do about it? And so I think this will be a really great webinar for parents. It'll also be good for your family too. A lot of children can understand these concepts, and you might want to get them a ticket as well. Now, to get a ticket, all you have to do is click on that link that I put in the chat, and that's going to take you over to our link tree, and you're going to see, oops, I got to switch screens, one sec. You're going to see something like this right here. So you're going to see the links to our services and our products. This is for people in Kelowna that want to be a new patient at the clinic. We are accepting new patients, and the initial intake form is here, so you can fill it out before your visit. But this is the webinar right here, and it's going to be on July the 29th. And sorry, guys, I'm going to have to share this part. Usually when I click on a link, it switches screens, but for some reason it's not doing that. So I have to manually do it. But here's how you can get a ticket for the event. You can go to that link I showed you on Linktree. It'll take you here to Eventbrite. And then on Eventbrite, you can get tickets. The tickets are free, but there are some paid upgrades to this webinar. And it's going to be on Tuesday, July 28th at 6 p.m. So I hope you can join me. Now, if you can't attend the webinar, if you get a ticket, you'll get a replay of the webinar. You're going to get an email with the link to the replay of the webinar. So even if you can't make that time, I would encourage you to go get a ticket, and then you can get the recorded video for it. Again, if you're in Kelowna, feel free to come to our clinic. We are accepting new patients. All you have to do is click on that link here in the chat, and you'll be able to book an appointment at our clinic. And I'm hoping to see you at this webinar at the end of the month on July 28th at 6 p.m. Pacific time.